Hey, Big Fan. Welcome to Life Beyond the Finish Line. I'm your host, Orlandina Balan. I'm an educator, motivator, women's physique pro in the International Federation of Bodybuilding, the people's holistic lifestyle coach. I am the fitter woman. On this episode of Life Beyond the Finish Line, I'm sitting down with the incredible Rita Penteado. I said it correctly. Okay, good.
Thank you for having me here.
As we explore her powerful formula for success, which is to execute, no excuses. From traveling from Brazil to the U.S. to transforming her body across multiple physique divisions, Rita shows us how real change is more than physical. It is a complete lifestyle shift. Now, as a top-tier coach, Rita is using her experience to guide competitors and lifestyle clients, helping them to break through excuses and embrace a success-driven mindset. Welcome, Rita. I'm so happy to have you here.
So happy to be here. Thank you.
You know, Rita and I train at the same gym, and she was one of the people that I had to bring on because I have actually seen her physique change time and time again. And when she works with her clients, you see it. You see the change. But not only do you see the change physically, you see the change mentally. The way they speak starts to change. Mm-hmm. We had Susan on a few weeks ago, and you just hear how she shifted. Yeah. And I said, you know, when you're shifting, you need a good coach to guide you. But that coach needs to have experience that shift themselves. So let's start from the beginning. What inspired you to leave Brazil and to pursue a new life in the United States?
So I was already a trainer in Brazil. I graduated in physical education, and I was working in a big gym, the biggest gym in my hometown. Mm-hmm. And some Americans started to go there because there was a company there that had Americans. Okay. Not many people would speak English, so I thought I would like to work with them. Okay. I had some English. I started studying. Mm-hmm. And then I came here to do an exchange student program. Mm-hmm. That would be for 1 year or 2 years.
Okay.
But since I came here, luckily enough, yes. I ended up near Bev's, 5 minutes from Bev's.
That's our gym.
That is the biggest bodybuilding gym in the world. Yeah. And I started training there, and everybody, do you compete? Do you compete? And I was already familiar with bodybuilding. I was already training for 10 years.
Okay.
But I never competed. Mm-hmm. I would go watch the shows. And I decided to give a chance. And I start winning. And then I decided to expand my program for 1 more year. Yes. And then that's when I met my husband. Now my husband, Justin, he started prepping me for the competitions.
Yes.
So he's also a bodybuilding coach and one of the best in the world.
Yes, he is. Justin Miller,
and he started training me.
Yeah.
And that's how we started dating. Then I started working in his gym. Mm-hmm. Right, and I switched my visa for extraordinary abilities days for athletes.
Oh, okay.
They have for athletes,
That's
athletes,
awesome.
Scientists, and artists.
Oh my gosh, I like that.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Then I kept competing, and I realized like fitness here is much more advanced than in Brazil. Brazil is expanding a lot now.
Okay.
But back in 15 years ago was much more like behind.
Okay.
So I was learning so much and growing, and I decided to stay here, and luckily I did.
That is amazing. And it shows, you know, it's not easy to leave home, to go to another country, and then to really just start over again with a language that you're not, I mean, you can hear it, you understand it, but you have to actually learn it. It's hard.
It's very hard.
It's very difficult. So when you arrived, what was your vision for yourself? I mean, you did say, I wanted to compete. When we were speaking, you said, I was so skinny, and I wanted to shape my body. Yes. I'm like, you sound like a sculptor.
Yes. So growing up, I was very, very skinny, to the point that my mom would take me to the doctor and see like something is wrong, right?
Yes.
But I would eat and play a lot. Very active kid. So I would be always running. But I love the like acrobats, physiques. Mm-hmm. They're very muscular. And they used to play the Mr. Olympia on TV.
Yes,
so I would see all those physiques. It's amazing, impressive.
Correct.
Then my dad showed me a magazine, like teaching some bodybuilding exercises. Yeah. Back in the day, that was like 30 25 years ago.
Yes, yes. So
Then I start learning to train at home. You know those TV shows that teach you how to work out?
how to work out at home, like Jane Fonda.
Yes.
All those people, yeah.
And I start to realize that you can change your body any way you want through working out and diet.
Wow.
You can make yourself bigger, smaller, faster, more flexible. You just need to have the appropriate training for it.
And that was impressive because when you said that, you said, I realized that I can change my body. And anyone can change their body. Anyone. Just by following a diet, following the appropriate training. But you can sculpt the physique that you want. What would you say by setting this clear goal? Because you were obviously setting a clear goal.
Mm-hmm.
How did setting a clear goal early on help you to stay focused through the challenges? Because you could set a goal, but it doesn't mean that's going to be smooth sailing all the way.
Oh, no, yes. So I was about 12 years old, and I start to see how cool it is.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend was doing gymnastics. I was so shy, so I was doing just dance class, which I feel that it helped me so much with the bodybuilding stage presence, because I did ballet, contemporary, modern jazz, I did hip hop, I did belly dance. So I was doing a lot of dance. And but then I started working out in my room with little weights as 15. But then I want to learn more. So that's why I did college, one of the best in Brazil I got to go. And I graduated and I learned a lot. And as soon as I graduated, I started working in this big gym in my hometown. That's when I started to think I would like to go to a bigger town, like, for example, Rio, to work really like to shape the top people to work out, to train, be a top trainer. Because I was always so passionate about my profession.
Yes.
And that's what I think that helped me also to succeed. Because whatever you're going to do, you got to be obsessed about it.
Absolutely.
To do well done.
Absolutely. Because a lot of people think obsession is a negative word.
No.
But obsession means focus, right?
Yes.
Obsession means focus. It means that I want this that bad that I'm willing to do the work to get to it.
When you really want, middle of the night is morning,
Yeah.
A Sunday is a Wednesday, right?
Yes.
There is no day or time.
There's no day or time.
You want to do it. You want to do it.
That's it. You're absolutely right. Looking back, what would you say is one of your biggest sacrifices that you had to make, or lifestyle changes you had to make in those early years to get to the physique that you wanted, or to get the goal that you wanted? What was the biggest sacrifice that you had to make?
You change your entire lifestyle, right? When you want to, for example, change your body. You want to change your lifestyle. It's a change of lifestyle. You know, like, I'm going to get ready for the summer in 3 months.
Yes.
Now I am 41. I started training when I was 15.
Yes.
And my first competition was when I was 25. So I trained for 10 years before my first competition. So it has challenges. Like, when you're going to do a competition, you have to do all these tasks every day.
Yes.
You have to work out every day. You got to do cardio for 1 or 2 hours, sometimes a day.
Yes.
But you have a job. Sometimes you have 2 jobs. I had once 3 jobs.
What?
Getting ready for a show. So I was doing 2 hours of cardio. And so I would wake up 5 in the morning, dressed already for the gym, go do 1 hour of cardio. I knew I had like 3 minutes to shower, so everything is count.
Yes.
Be at work on my lunchtime. I would work out, no talking, nothing. Just do my workout, go back to the other job, do the other job, pack my meals 11 p.m., go to the gym, close at midnight, do another hour of cardio, then go to sleep around 1 and wake up again at 5. So it was crazy, but I did it.
Yes.
I don't advise to do that always, not sleep, but I wanted that. I wanted to win that show, so I had to do it, and you see stories like that.
You do.
So many champions have stories like that.
I have those same stories. I was saying the same thing. I'm like, I'm a teacher. I would go and train in the morning, show up, go to work, and you have to be fully dedicated to what you're doing because you're educating children.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, go to the gym, change my clothes, train till 7, 8 o'clock at night, go home, do the same thing. And I did the same thing she did. After you pack your stuff, get yourself ready for the next day, put on my gym clothes, wake up the next morning, and go straight to the gym. So
if you don't have time to cook, you cook for 3 weeks.
That's it.
One day of the week.
And then
measure, pack, freeze. They're all frozen, all your meals, you know, but you figure it out.
You figure it out.
When you really want, you will figure out.
That's it. No excuses.
If you don't want, you're going to find an excuse.
It's true. So now, what would you say, looking back, how did your willingness to follow a plan and execute separate you from others chasing similar dreams? So how did this drive separate you from other people?
Because I don't like wasting time. Isn't that the worst thing when you waste time?
Yes.
And people that get excuses, they're wasting time, right? They're wasting their time. Because they hire you. Yes. You are a trainer. I hire you. You write me everything I have to do. Yes. This is what you have to do. And you don't do it.
That's it.
And I ask, why not? Oh, because I have sweets at home. My kids eat candy, or my husband doesn't eat the same diet as me. I didn't have time. Why not?
That's right.
Why not?
You're right.
And so they keep chasing their tail.
That's right.
So they're always going to the beginning. It's such a waste of time. You know?
It is. So that's what separates you, because, as you said, it's a waste of time.
Waste of time.
Go ahead, do what you need to do, execute. I tell my clients to get it done. I said, listen, don't tell me. I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear a solution. This was a problem. So what did you do to fix it? Right? So we're going to take a little break, and I want us to start talking about Rita, the competitor, and how you transition from different divisions, because it really is an impressive task and it's not an easy thing to do. You're listening to Life Beyond the Finish Line with me and Rita right here on Life Beyond the Finish Line. This is where we go beyond the trophies and the titles to uncover the real stories of transformation and success. And so we're speaking to Rita Penteado and her no excuse formula for achieving your goals. So you competed across multiple divisions, okay? Bodybuilding to wellness. How did you decide to pivot and make those transitions?
Yeah, so when I first started competing, that was 2009. We only had the figure and the bodybuilding. Mm-hmm. But figure back then was like maybe fit model now.
Yes.
And bodybuilding was like figure.
Yes. So
they were very separate. And I was already training for 10 years. So I was already very muscular for the figure back then.
Correct.
So my option was to do the bodybuilding. But the categories, they evolve throughout the years. Yeah. So they keep getting bigger and more
muscular.
More extreme, correct. Right? Then they only had the bodybuilding that was getting bigger. Yeah. And now was a big gap between figure and bodybuilding.
Yes. Yes.
So then they created women's physique. That was a great...
That's why I jumped in.
A great idea.
Yes.
Because it was a category between.
Yes.
Girls that are too big for figure and too small for bodybuilding.
Yes.
So I got a little smaller. I changed my training. I changed my diet. So when they create a new category, want to join a new category, now you got to study that category.
Yes. To
see how you have to adjust your training and your food to fit that standard.
But you see how what you said? You said you have to study.
Study, yeah.
A lot of times people will jump from one thing to another without studying.
Studying, yeah.
You studied. That means you took the time, you broke it apart. What do I need to achieve this goal? So it becomes reachable.
Yes.
Continue. I'm so
sorry. And then the physique starts to get too big. I start to not identify much with that. Yes. And I was having some lifestyle changes too. I decided I would go vegetarian. I want to see how I could do as a bodybuilder being vegetarian.
Yes.
So I was there for 5 years and I competed in figure.
Yes.
So I dropped about 12 pounds of muscle. Yes. Totally different training, totally different diet. I did on purpose to fit the figure category.
Yes.
And then after I competed in figure, they brought the wellness or already existed in Brazil, but wasn't in the IFBC IFBB. So I really like it because it's a category that values femininity, but it's still a lot of muscularity, but in different ways.
Yes, they're more. If you think of wellness, it's like the girls that have like the legs and the glutes, you know, they're just very, that it really suits that physique.
Yeah, more curvy, but not too big on the upper body. So it keeps you more delicate. If you want to wear a dress, it's not as aggressive, you know. So it's almost like a bikini, but with big legs and glutes.
Yes.
So I changed my training. So it sounds like I was just changing quickly. No, but every transition takes like 3-4 years.
Yes. And I
You
was
know?
there, and that's why I said to her, I was like, I noticed that when you would transition, it would take you time. She wouldn't say, okay, this year I'm going to be this physique, and then now I'm going to transition to wellness. And then, no, she would make the shift, and she would take the time to create the physique that she wanted. So it wasn't any, I never saw you jump from one division
No, it
to
takes
another.
3-4 years. Because
Correct.
even to detrain, because now I have to change my training to a point that I don't do any upper body work to fit the standard for
Yes.
wellness. And I'm still detraining. I'm still losing upper body, building lower body on the style of the category.
Yes.
Studying how they pose, the type of suit, how they move. You gotta keep always studying the champions.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know? So
Study
you
the
watch
champions.
over and over and over, follow them closely, study, break
Yes.
down everything, study what the judges talk, who they pick.
Yes.
You know, so you gotta study the sport.
Absolutely.
And that's why it ended up being easy for me to pass on to my athletes.
Yes.
Because I know where they are doing wrong, what they need to change, because I'm studying each
Yes,
category. You know,
exactly.
like,
And I've learned that from you. I have a client that I coach her, but she's the one that helps her with the posing. And I'm looking, and I'm like, I'm studying it because I'm not familiar with the posing for
and
that
each
division.
category is totally
Each
different.
one is different.
Totally different.
So that idea of studying, it's not just jumping, but studying what you want, setting the goal, looking what does that look like, and say, okay, now I know, because now you can visualize what it is.
So hiring professionals to like, I had to learn the posing for wellness. So I hire Miss Olympia posing coach. You know, so I want who taught the Miss Olympia. Let me hire her coach, study from her, learned, and then I pass on to my clients too. And the breath work is different from women's physique. You gotta pose looking like you're not posing, you know, but it's really hard.
It's a lot of work. You got to make it look effortless. And meanwhile, there's a lot
hard.
going on. And you see what you said. Not only did you invest time, you invested in finding people that could coach you to greatness. And so in order to get that, you have to be coached. In order to be the best, you have to be coached by the best.
Yes.
So you didn't...
It's a mastermind, you know?
Exactly.
So who is the best trainer, who is the best nutritionist, who is the best pose coach, who makes the best suits.
Yes.
Who has the best shoes, the jewelry, where they get their earrings.
Yes.
All those things is study, break down.
And then that way you can details,
yeah.
And now you have it. And now, like you said, now that I know it, I can pass it on to my clients.
I can pass it on. I know where they are doing wrong. Yeah. I do it myself, so I know their difficulties.
Yes.
You know, and they're losing posture, how they gotta breathe.
Yes.
So you gotta do it yourself. And you gotta study.
Correct.
You know, you gotta be really...
You can't just be like, and there's a lot of coaches out there, they don't study. They just say, hey, I'm gonna get you here. And you know they haven't studied because they haven't created something specific to you.
Yes.
Right? So what would you say was your biggest challenge that you faced during these transitions, and how did you push through it?
It's really giving the time to shape the body, because it takes time. Like, even though I don't train upper body because I was bigger, you know, then I'm getting smaller. If it's another girl that is starting, she will train totally different than I do.
Correct.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
One has more glutes and less legs. One has too much legs and less glutes. You know, so it's really changing everything. You gotta figure out. That is the challenge.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm done with this. What do I bring from this category to this one, and what I put new? You know,
exactly.
So it's a lot of brain work to do it.
It is a lot of brain work. And again, you're willing to do it. It's one thing to say it's a lot, but to say, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, because
right? It's a big difference.
And this is scary too, because now you're going to compete in a totally different category.
Yes.
So you are always a beginner.
Yes.
But you are a pro. at the same time.
It's
So
true.
you can't go there and do bad work.
No.
You gotta know what to do, you know?
Exactly.
You gotta be confident.
And that's the other part. So I wanted to transition into that as to you, the coach, because you talk about confidence a lot. I watch you when you're posing your clients and talking to your clients, and I'm like, that's one of the biggest words that you use. But before we go there, this is Life Beyond the Finish Line on 90.3 WHPC and streaming everywhere. I'm your host, Orlandina Balan, and we're back with Rita Penteado, diving into how she's turning her champion mindset into powerful coaching for athletes and lifestyle clients alike. So, how do you use your own journey to inspire and guide athletes and the clients that you coach today?
Because of experience, you know, I know what they are feeling. So I know they can do more. I know how to make their diets easier for their lifestyle.
Okay.
So each person has a different schedule.
Yes, they do.
So I try to figure out ways for them to not miss meals, you know, give like tips if don't have time. You cook, you pre-pack, you know, everything on the weekend. So by experience, I can help with that. And with the mindset too, because if they doubt themselves, comparing with other girls, it's not about others. And also, it's all things that I already experienced from competing since 2009. You know, it's been 16 years. So there's nothing new that they come to tell me.
No, nothing new under the sun. You're like, I've been there. I get it.
Yeah.
I've been there. I get it. Now, what's the first conversation you have with clients that want to change the body? Because oftentimes people are like, I want to lose 10 pounds. I don't know why the magic number is always 10. I want to lose 10 pounds. Or I want to do this, I want to do that. What is the very first conversation you have with them?
I ask what they eat, how many meals they do a day, how many hours they sleep. The first question is, why is this so important to you? That is the first question.
Very good.
So I have this questionnaire, and this, why is this goal so important to you? Because they gotta know why.
They have to
Because
know
maybe
why.
it's not that important. They're not gonna.
They're not
to
gonna
be in
work.
shape.
Yes, they're not
to
gonna
show
work.
off at the beach. That's not enough. You know.
Yeah, because
What
when it
is
gets
the
tough, they're
reason?
not gonna have anything to gravitate.
You want to go, not have trouble choosing an outfit in the morning. You know, feel confident, feel like you can stay. You can say they're gonna do something and you do it.
Yeah.
So it's deeper than that. What is the reason?
Yeah.
Then I know
why?
if they're serious or not.
That's right.
You know, I just want for fun. No, you know, I'm not gonna do it because it's not fun.
It's not.
Because you gotta change everything. You gotta change your lifestyle,
Yes.
and you might end up changing your friends. You know, you're gonna change everything.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be drinking. You're not gonna be eating junk. You're gonna make new friends at the gym.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave the people that don't fit the new lifestyle naturally. It's not like
It's not like you're kicking them to the
naturally.
curb, but as you change, as you elevate the people, one of my friends says, as you elevate, your circle becomes very small because the people that are not, there's not going to be a lot of people moving with you. So they're going to fall away. So your circle becomes closer, your circle becomes tighter, but your circle does become more genuine.
And more quality.
And more quality.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it changes. It's like, I want to get good for the summer. Okay, and when you achieve your goal and the summer ends, you go back to eating bad.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it.
Exactly.
You know? So then I ask what you eat, how many meals you do a day, describe the meals, how many hours you sleep, what your energy levels, stress levels during the day. Do you already do any physical activity?
Yes.
What days, how many times is realistic for you to do physical activity per week that you can commit to that?
Yes.
Some people can commit 3 times. Okay,
And we work with that.
we can do it 3 times, you know. And little thing, do you have any injuries? Anything that is a limitation?
Yes.
So you know everything about that person.
Before you start working.
Before you start. And
That's
then you
right.
create a plan that fits their lifestyle.
Correct.
You know, because
not
everybody's different.
Everybody's different. You can't have these cookie cutter plans because not everybody's cookie cutter. Like everybody's life is different. Everybody's energy, everybody's just your world, whatever it is that you're doing is completely different. What is one excuse that you hear most often from clients and how do you help them move past it?
is the kids have candy in the house, or my parents buy ice cream, and they don't make you eat, right?
Very straightforward.
Or
Yeah.
I didn't bring my meals. I didn't have time to prep. Why didn't you prepare on your day off all of your meals? Oh, but I gotta pack all of my meals. There are many ways to prepare and freeze, and there are ways. Yeah, I didn't have time. Go stop at the place or the chicken breast.
Yes.
There they have a Trader Joe's, a pound of chicken breast for $6.99. No
Yes.
salt, nothing.
No,
So
nothing.
you
Yes.
put your seasoning. You can find it. You figure out. You're not gonna eat a donut because you didn't have an option.
You're right.
Get couple hard-boiled eggs at 7-Eleven. It
You
can.
make it happen. I tell people, listen, I didn't get a chance to make my oatmeal. I go to McDonald's, get my oatmeal. If I need to get some eggs, I go here, I get my eggs.
Yeah.
Like you said, you figure it out. No excuses.
No excuses.
So what would you say to anyone listening who feels stuck? What's your biggest piece of advice for setting a goal, making a plan, and executing without excuses?
To start small, right?
Yes.
Make a little goal. You are completely sedentary, so now you're going to find 20 minutes and go walk every day. Every day. Every day.
Yes.
Under the rain. Yes, under the rain. Or go to a gym, but you have to make it religious. 20 minutes. You can't, today I'll have something. No, you're going to do it.
That's right.
Then you stick to that. You're going to start to feel better, And now you're going to change. You're going to eat one piece of fruit every day. Every day you're going to eat one apple.
That's
Then you
right.
start slow.
Yeah.
Then you join a gym and go one day a week. Little.
Yes.
You stop putting sugar in your coffee.
Yes.
But I can drink put a little stevia.
Yes.
Until you can transition to nothing, to black coffee. It's little habits.
Yes.
But it creates big changes.
It does. And the thing is that as one little habit becomes a bigger habit, becomes a bigger habit, becomes a bigger habit.
Mm-hmm.
So I can talk to you forever. But we are wrapping to a close. Every branch of the military has a service motto, right? So for the example, the Navy SEALs say, ready to lead, ready to follow, never quit. Fast forward, you're being inducted into the Hall of Champions. What's your personal motto that you live by, that you would like inscribed under your name?
But I always tell everybody, shut up and train.
Say it again.
Shut up and train.
Perfect.
That means do it. Just do it. Take action. Go.
A huge thank you to you, Maria Rita Penteado, for sharing an incredible journey.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's always a pleasure.
I love it. So with that being said, remember to be bigger, fitter, stronger, bigger in mind, fitter in body, and stronger in spirit. And be good to this wonderful temple called you. I'm Orlandina Balan, aka the Fitter Woman, inviting you to join me next time on Life Beyond the Finish Line, streaming your favorite podcast always right here on the voice of Nassau Community College, WHPC 90.3.